We have some breaking news. Sam Bankman-Fried, the FTX founder, has been sentenced to 25 years in prison by the judge in his fraud and white-collar crime case. I will repeat that. Sam Bankman-Fried has been sentenced to 25 years in prison. He was convicted of fraud, as a reminder, over the collapse of FTX. The prosecution had been pushing for a sentence of between 40 to 50 years. The defense had been pushing for 6.5. The result is that Sam Bankman-Fried has been sentenced to 25 years. Let's bring in Bloomberg's Max Chafkin, who joins me and has done deep reporting on this. Max, your reaction?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is sort of within kind of what a lot of people were expecting. You know, the prosecution asked for 40 to 50. Defense had asked for 5. What we've seen from Judge Kaplan, based on the reports that we're getting from Bloomberg reporters in the courtroom, you know, he excoriated Bankman-Fried. You know, said he lied repeatedly, caused a huge amount of harm, and yet said he didn't think the 40 to 50 years was. He thought that was too severe. So we've seen a bit of a compromise. Now 25 years in prison is a very long time. You know, Sam Bankman-Fried is, you know, in his early 30s now. He's going to be in his late 50s when he comes out of federal prison. And so this, you know, essentially will put an end to the case, barring, of course, the inevitable appeal by his lawyers, which will come when this is all concluded.
Max, stay with us. First of all, a headline that Sam Bankman-Fried has been ordered to forfeit more than $11 billion. Let's get out to the courthouse in New York City and Bloomberg's David Gura. David, the latest, please.
Yeah, so 25 years, as you said, Ed, and I'll just summarize sort of what we heard from Judge Lewis Kaplan here ahead of that sentencing. He said from the get-go he thought that what the prosecution was asking for was too high. Again, they were asking for 40 to 50 years, but he emphasized that was not for the purpose of diminishing the seriousness of those crimes, and emphasized several times in his statement that he was quite critical of what Sam Bankman-Fried had done, and that there needed to be something here that would deter both him and others from these kinds of crimes. He said there's absolutely no doubt that Sam Bankman-Fried's name pretty much is mud around the world right now, but he said there is a risk this man will be in a position to do something very bad in the future. So again, there was a fear of recidivism here, something that the prosecution brought up several times in their sentencing memo, and was obviously very compelling to Judge Lewis Kaplan. He lingered on the words, "This was a very serious crime." He said those slowly, according to our colleagues who are in the courtroom and watching all of this unfold. Said, "I'm not diminishing in any way the enormous harm that he did, the brazenness of his actions, his exceptional flexibility with the truth, his apparent lack of any real remorse, and the need to deter others engaging in comparable behavior." Again, I think what so many people were looking for here, the prosecution, certainly the victims of the crimes that were committed by Sam Bankman-Fried, was a concrete apology, Ed, and that was something that we didn't get from Sam Bankman-Fried when he spoke to the court this morning, and the judge very aware of that fact as he issued the sentencing just a moment ago. 25 years in prison for Sam Bankman-Fried.